Hi everyone, my name's Charlie, and if you're new to the channel, basically I suffer from chronic illness. I'm like 17 years in to being in varying levels of pain 24/7, and the fatigue is really bad. I think most of you have met me through PIP, that I have guides that people are finding really helpful, and I help people win PIP. In 5 years, I've only ever lost one claim. One, and I'm gutted about it. Anyway, a really critically important PIP update for you. I've done a test. I don't ask people to do what I'm about to explain to you until now, because people's PIP claim is very unique to them. It's about your life, it's your claim, it's how you want to do it. I had one lady that wanted to record it, and we did. We let the assessor know at the beginning. The assessor read a script. She's the only person that has ever been issued the right number of points and receive an accurate report, because we all know the reports never match what you say. They just don't. In December, I worked with someone codename So Good, and she said to me at the very beginning, I want to record it. So I said, okay, that's your choice. She said, what happens? I explained what happened. I was with her on the assessment because I'm also understanding through the consultancy that I've been doing, I'm understanding what you want from me. Like, you're being very clear by what you're watching and by your communication in the comments and via the consultancy. So I'm making a lot of changes, which I'll come on to in a minute. Anyway, codename So Good. We did the assessment. We informed the PIP assessor at the very beginning of the call that we would be recording it. I was recording it. The assessor did have a little bit of a wobble and wasn't able to start until she contacted her manager and seek permission to start. Once the PIP assessor's boss confirmed to go ahead with it, we did. Guess what? She got the right points. Like, what the fuck? I want all of you, all of us that are going through PIP, to record it. Inform them at the beginning of the assessment that you are recording it. So they seem to have different processes for everything, which really annoys me. Even at judge level, they have different processes. Some will read you a script, some will just carry on. Some will say that they'll record it for you and you can have access to it. Do not trust them. I repeat, do not trust them. I've had it in the past where people have said, okay, I'd like my recording, and PIP have gone, oh no, oh, can't believe it. There's been technical issues. So sorry, there is no recording. Do not trust them, okay? Record it yourself. Now, I can't teach you how to do that. Like, I had a nightmare and I had to call a friend because I have got computer issues, so I couldn't actually film. Can you still see me? I'm so professional, aren't I? Okay, so I had to get a friend to help because I couldn't record it, all right? So I used Teams to record it. Just go on YouTube and figure out how to record the session, right? Figure out how to do it, because let's face it, the difference between winning and losing PIP is a lot of money. Do me a favour as well, if you record it, or just update in the comments how your PIP is going, how your assessments are going, yeah? So we can demonstrate what's working and what's not. Please watch this video about how to win PIP. I think I called it Unlock the Secrets to Winning PIP. Watch that, because that's the best guide I've done to date, I think. And I think you think, based on the amount of views that it's getting, okay? I do think that's my best one to date. I have got more guides coming. I just want to update you on a couple of things that is not critical to PIP. It's if you want to link with me. I am so shit at, like, advertising myself, so I'm really sorry, but to let you know, I do a newsletter. There's a link in the description. I write that on a weekly basis, and it's a much quicker update as to what's going on in my life. Sometimes I write about random things. I only send it out once a week. I do not hammer people with emails because, like, we've got enough to do, right? But if you subscribe to the newsletter, that's where you get quicker updates as to what's going on with what I'm doing. So have a look at that if you're interested. With the consultancy, so I switched it off. It's currently the 10th of January. I switched it off because I was just overwhelmed with it. I originally set it up so people, like normal consultancy, people could book an hour. It's never an hour. It's always a minimum of 3 hours. It takes people 45 minutes, pretty much consistently 45 minutes, just to explain where they're at with their circumstances and their chronic illness before we even start on PIP. And you've all made it very clear to me that what you actually want me to do is just fill out the forms for you. okay? You've also made it clear to me that what you want me to do is attend the assessments with you. Even though everyone understands that if I'm attending the assessment, it doesn't mean that you're going to win because I haven't done the whole process with you. Where I log working with someone that I count as full commitment from me is where I'm with them every step of the way. I have declined because I don't like saying no. I don't like saying no. I want to help you. I understand that to do that, I want like all of it to be free. I want all of it to be free. I hate that we have to pay for help to get something we're entitled to. Okay, so I'm doing my best to do as much as possible for free, like YouTube, the templates I've got. I'm getting help. Okay, I am getting help. I have a mentor for YouTube who's amazing, Jamie Whiffin, fantastic. He's helping me. I'm working with a lawyer because the information that you share with me, even on some of your emails, is so confidential. Like, I think that what we talk about with PIP is more confidential than bank details. I'm speaking to a lawyer to make sure that I protect us. So that, for example, anyone I employ to help with either admin or the consultancy or helping you with your claim, or for editing, because at the moment I've been doing everything myself and I just can't, like, and I'm having to prioritize what is important to me. What's important to me is helping you. That's it. It's really simple. So I've got a couple of people that I'm assessing as editors, but I've got to wait until I get the non-disclosure agreement. So for example, if I send footage to an editor, it's going to have some of the footage I've got at the moment. Like, I've got great footage that codename Pay It Forward let me film doing her review, but I can't send it to an editor because you can see her private details until the editor has signed a contract to say they're not allowed to discuss it with anyone. So I'm making sure I cover my arse and your asses, okay? So I'm going to get an editor, which will free up my time. I have a list of like 100+ videos that I want to do for you that I am confident with add value, not just about PIP, about how to improve our quality of life. I haven't got time to do it because I'm just doing PIP. And I want to help people, but like, I can only help like 6 people a week. You know, on a daily basis, I have like 5 hours on average a day of energy where I can do something like this, where I can work with someone on PIP. I've been doing more than that. So you know what it's like. You pay for it if you use that energy. I've got to cut back, but I'm not willing to sacrifice you, us, the community of chronically ill warriors or family members or us. I'm not willing to sacrifice it. So we've got to do it differently, okay? So I've got 2 people that I've known for many, many years, amazing, that I'm looking at recruiting to help with PIP. Now, my plan has always been, when I say help with PIP, I mean help you, right? My plan has always been, I have someone that I met through YouTube. I'm sorry, this is a bit rambly now, but it's important. I have someone that I met through YouTube, helped her with her PIP. She suffers from severe OCD. She's amazing. Her skill base is amazing. So I've already said to her, as soon as you get your treatment and you get better so that you're actually able to leave the home and touch things, I want her to help with our community, because yes, I can talk to someone with severe OCD and I can sympathise, but I actually don't get it because I've not experienced it. And I think what you are all, the feedback I'm getting is that I understand because I've been through it. I've suffered for 17 years of my life badly. I get it. So I want to recruit people that actually really have the experience, but there's a skill to being able to talk to someone about the challenges of cleaning themselves after having a bowel movement. It's not just anyone that can do that, which you're all experiencing because the support out there is crap. So I'm working on that. I want to do courses. I want to do group sessions. So my plan is I want to do group sessions. I have like a group of mums, so far mums, that have children that suffer from autism, that the government has decided that now they've turned 18, they're all right. Like, what the fuck? So I want to be able to do group meetings to keep the cost down for you, where it will be a group of parents with children. I don't care if they're adults or not. They're children who suffer from autism that are going through the PIP process. I want to do group meetings for people that are doing PIP that struggle with depression and anxiety, people that are struggling with pain and fatigue. It don't matter about the conditions, but pain and fatigue. And when I say group sessions, I'm thinking of starting at 4 people max, okay? Because we need to figure it out together on what's going to work. But everything is about how do we keep the costs down. I am changing the costs on the consultancy. My goal with YouTube is I'm not trying to be Mr. Beast. I'm not trying to be a multimillionaire. That's not the goal. My goal was always add value and do videos that I wish were available when I first became chronically ill. So I could have saved over a decade of my life of unnecessary suffering. Isolated. It was not good. That's always been my goal with YouTube. But I do want to earn enough money that I can buy food and not, lose my home and things like that. So I'm going to change the consultancy. I'm going to try and switch that back on. Hopefully by the time this goes up, the consultancy will be back on. I'm so sorry for those of you that I've said I can't help. Obviously, I'm going to work on more guides for YouTube as well. I promise I'm doing everything in my power to help us as a community, and I really appreciate the feedback and the comments. Just keep moving forward, because the way that PIP is handled, someone like me shouldn't exist. Like, someone like me should not exist. And my hope is that with the changes we're going to make, that in 10 years time, I think it's going to be like 10 years because of the government. In 10 years time, videos like this won't be needed. That's my goal, to manage myself out. And don't give up. Remember, don't give up. Even if you're going through PIP right now and you can't get help with it, keep watching the guides, because you will get better. You will get better at learning how to communicate PIP. So don't give up. And as we're going, say for example, you're going through it on your own now and you're not successful, but you know you're entitled to it. You've checked the points linked in the description and you know you're entitled to it. So if you don't get PIP now, stick with me, because I'll keep putting things in place and keep learning and evolving with you so that in the future you can get PIP. That's the way I'm having to think of it at the moment, that I am limited due to my health issues. There's, I am moving rapidly, but it's still not quick enough to help all of you right now. But we as a community are going to succeed. We are going to continue to get wins. We are going to continue to work together and share the helpful tips. And those of you that are commenting with accurate information, with accurate examples, thank you so much. I really want people to hear not just from me, but if anyone does put something that's inaccurate, I am policing the comments very carefully, because I don't want us to become like other places on social media, where it's very negative. I don't want us to be like that. So I'm going to shut up now. I will speak to you soon. You take care of yourselves and don't give up.